In the final week of the VCT Americas Stage 2 regular season, everything was on the line. Teams would be taking their final chances at playoffs and trying to secure better seeding in their road to champions. I watched like half of these matches live on stream, and now I'm gonna break them down for you, so let's get straight into that first game. The first series of the weekend was NRG vs Crew, a matchup between two teams that were already qualified for playoffs. NRG were looking hot in their past few matches, taking big wins over LEVIATÁN and MIBR. On the other side, Crew had a big resurgence in week 3 with their win over Loud, but a rough loss to LEVIATÁN in week 4 would leave a bit of doubt surrounding Crew going into this last match. Onto the series though, this one would open on Sunset. This is a map we haven't seen much from NRG, as we haven't seen them play it since their 4-13 loss to 100 Thieves in week 1, but it's a map we haven't seen at all from Crew this split. This map would show us NRG switching their comp from the first game, going to the more standard comp with Double Initiator and Raze, while Crew would pick the comp we saw from 100 Thieves, with Double Duelist, Yoru, and Neon. NRG would start this map hot, going up 4-0 with a sick play from the rookie Scuba to net them the bonus. After a timeout though, Crew would pull themselves up to a 7-5 lead, and in the second half, that momentum would carry over.
As well, just expert from him, he picks that timing so well. Fighting to market the double up there. It is all Shy this round.
15 seconds remaining. Crew have to come up with something, and Shy is holding the smoke. Crew have done everything they need except clear away Scuba. And is flood into market. Shy! Waiting. Scuba can't get it done!
This has been a monster game from Shy. These last 2 rounds has been nothing short of perfection, and Mata can't do it alone. 13-6, Crew decimate on Sunset.
An insane 23-11 performance from Crew's Sentinel Shy would start this series right for Crew. The second map, Lotus, would show us NRG picking their normal comp, and Crew picking another double duelist comp. Crew would start this second map strong, going up 4-2 after losing the pistol, but NRG kept the half close, ending it at 6-6. But in the second half, NRG dominated on defense, only allowing Crew a single round to win the map at 13-7, sending the series to the final map, Haven. And with that momentum from the second half of Lotus, NRG took over on Haven.
Position towards Heaven.
He loves it when they come C. This time he's got to come A1 for him.
Oh, when he heard the last guy. Oh my gosh.
He blinded him out. Where's that?
Oh my gosh! Nah! Wait, he gets to go on Dante?
This first kill is his 77 HP. Little for
A
lane.
Link, no smokes.
Sprinting forward.
Wait.
Waiting around the
Hello?
corner, clears the first.
Oh my gosh! Game's over! Game's over! Wrap it up!
The last push towards A.
Kasnit's here already. He's waiting, but he can't do anything. NRG are gonna take this in flawless fashion. They dominate Crew here on Haven to take the series heading into playoffs.
A 13-5 win on this map would give NRG the series at 2-1 and put them in a position to take the first seed in their group. The second series of the first day was probably the most important series of the weekend, 100 Thieves vs LEVIATÁN. If 100 T won this series, it would make them the first seed in their group and leave the last match of the weekend, MIBR vs Loud, to decide whether Lev or Loud get the final playoff spot. But if LEVIATÁN were to win, it would secure them their spot in the playoffs as the second seed from their group and push Crew down to the 4th seed, starting them in the lower bracket in playoffs and eliminating Loud from playoffs contention and champions contention. This series would open on Haven, with both sides picking the same composition. LEVIATÁN would open this map hot, taking a 4-0 lead, but 100 Thieves would take a 3-round streak, making LEVIATÁN take a timeout. And after this timeout from Lev's coach Desmo, Tex would pop off in round 8, leading his team to sweep the rest of the half, going up 9-3. I love when we use util. Hey! 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 What? Oh my gosh! In the second half though, 100 Thieves would lock in, going on to take the map at 13-10, keeping the 9-3 curse very much alive. The second map, Sunset, would show us the same comps we'd seen from both sides, with 100 Thieves' double duelist comp and Lev's Sova KO Vice comp. This map would open with Lev taking the pistol and anti-eco, but an ace from 100 Thieves IGL Xander would start a 5-round streak for the Thieves. LEVIATÁN would own the rest of the half though, going up 7-5. And although 100 T put up a fight in the second half, it wouldn't matter, with Lev taking the map at 13-10, tying the match at 1-1. The final map of the series would be Lotus, and I'll just let you take a look at how this one went. Oh no, this old. Damn. Alternate dead, but it's fine. Oh my gosh! That's an ace for Sato too, bro.
Yeah. So tested near the beginning, but now looking like a bloody jaunt in the park. The blind is good, but the bullet's a little bit better on the opposite side of things, and Sato is not done yet. Showstopper there, running and gunning, send him up for the win, and that's a slam dunk finish. LEVIATÁN lay claim and lock up that spot in the playoffs in an absolute dominant fashion.
A dominant 13-2 win for LEVIATÁN would give them the series at 2-1 and secure them the final playoff spot from their group. And like I mentioned earlier, it had a lot of implications on the rest of the group, with Crew being pushed down to the 4th seed, Loud being eliminated from Champions and playoff contention, and NRG being locked in as the 1st seed from Group Omega. The rest of this weekend wouldn't really matter as much as everything else, so we're going to run through this pretty quickly, starting with the last playoff qualifying match, Evil Geniuses versus FURIA. EG needed this win to make playoffs, so it was big for them that they got to play FURIA in such an important game. FURIA would start this opening map road with a few rounds, but EG would of course wipe the floor with them, taking an 8-4 lead and closing the map at 13-6. The second map, Ascent, started looking pretty nice for FURIA though, going up 4-1. And who cares because EG got 7 rounds in a row, ending the half at 8-4.
Now nature comes in from
another spam by Icy, and nature just ends the round by going downstairs.
FURIA would fight back in the second half, but it wouldn't amount to anything, with EG taking the map at 13-9, giving them the series at 2-0, and the final playoff spot as the 4th seed. This win for EG also eliminated 2G from playoff contention, meaning that they wouldn't even have the chance to play an Ascension this year and fight for their VCT spot, making the next match kinda sad. The second series of the second day would be Sentinels versus 2G, the current best team in Americas who were undefeated up until this point in Stage 2, against the doomed team that had nothing to play for and only had a win against the team that were never going to win a match in the first place. This series would open on Sunset, where Sentinels would start with a small lead of 7-5, and 2G would show that they still had some fight in them. And in the second half, they'll be shown even more.
Gotta see this replay. Oh! Zelsis and John hit the floor.
Zelsis. This one down here with the overdrive up through mid. Oh, how are you going to be operating against this one? Yeah! Glide and sliding to the side. Spike has already taken out 2 of them. Looking for the 3rd. That's a stunner. That is beautiful connections. This guy lights out right now. Diligently enough, the Raider spotted out, and he can't do a lot from that spot here with a stun ricocheting overdrive. Stun is a great connection, and now there's just one player left to stand against it. This is Sentinels on the brink of losing this map. 2G came here to play. One last hurrah for them. That passion on display. They're already spotting out with the info. John doing backflips to finish up map number 1. That is a 13-9 finish. 2G, very, very good performances from them. They're going to be smiling off that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a great way in their final game of the year in the Tier 1 level. That's a great way to start.
Yeah. 2G would go on to dominate the second half, taking the map at 13-9 and giving Sentinels their second map loss this stage. Who knows, 2G might be able to pull off the impossible and pick up a huge win before they leave the league.
One by one they are falling, steadily, slowly. No real coordination as they're trying to make this play forwards, but it will not matter. And the Raiders happy to take them all out. Spikes drop down into your lap, and with it, say goodbye. Sentinels, top of the group for them, 5-0 finish for 2G. That was their last hurrah.
Well, that dream was short-lived. Sentinels finished their stage undefeated and go into the playoffs as the 1st seed. The final day of the weekend would start with the last match that mattered, G2 versus Cloud9. Both teams were already qualified for the playoffs, but what mattered here was the seeding. Whoever won would play against 100 Thieves in their first playoff match and have NRG as their second round opponent, and whoever lost would have to play against LEVIATÁN in their first match and face Sentinels as their second opponent. Neither is really a good choice, but one is clearly better than the other, because I don't think anyone wants to play against current Sentinels. The first map of this series would be Ascent, and it would be the first time we saw it from C9 since April, and they'd be playing the same comp from back then with Deadlock and Vice. But who cares about that? Because Baby Bay would start this map frying!
Such a great job of controlling that tree push. But Baby Bay, yeah, getting 2 kills off the chip damage, as you said, but then
that's nice.
The 1v1 win against Net is just too good.
Net! Yo!
G2 would open this map with a 4-1 lead, but C9 would bring the half back to 6-6. In the second half though, G2 slammed C9, taking the map at 13-8. The second map, Lotus, would open hot for G2, with them going up 7-1, and Baby Bay dominating his opposition!
Then from the side, a bit of a tap to try and bait out the first swing, gets the first, and he knows what the second is. Baby Bay left into that 1v1, time ticking away, needs half at least, and the kill is labored! Not quite there onto the defusing time! Oh! 0.5!
An 8-4 half for G2 would open the map strong, and although C9 would fight back once again, G2 closed the map at 13-9, giving them the series at 2-0 and the second seed in their group. The final series of the weekend was between 2 teams that were already knocked out of playoff contention, but it mattered quite a bit for one side still. MIBR vs Loud would be a huge win for MIBR, giving them one last Champions point and making their road to Champions Paris a bit more feasible. It would still be possible if they lost this match, but winning would give MIBR a significantly better chance. The first map of the series would be Icebox, which is known as probably MIBR's best map. Loud would surprisingly start dominantly though, going up 8-4 and winning the second pistol to go up 10-4. But MIBR seemed to really want this Champions point, taking 9 of the next 10 rounds to come back and close the map at 13-11. The second map, Sunset, would start extremely back and forth, ending in a 6-6 half between the teams. In the second half though, MIBR would start to pull ahead a bit, and in round 23, this insane clutch would put the nail in the coffin.
Again, found a moment to pounce 4 kills. Proud of the leader. That spike out in the open, Cortezia recovers it.
Flank coming through main. It's the rookie in a 1-on-3.
Utility up in his face. The flank around the corner to slide. He's done well to bring it close, but mindful it's in the chamber. That won't be enough.
One
to do it all, to wrap things up here.
30 seconds left.
Has to be patient, and he is. 25 seconds now.
And the door's open. He can run to A.
He's out. He's slipped through the crack, and he's holding for it. Cortezia says no. This ends here. MIBR take it.
A crazy 1v4 clutch for the rookie Cortezia would give MIBR one last Champions point, putting them in a better spot to make Paris. And that's it for the VCT Americas regular season. And this is what the groups look like at the end of the stage. I know I kind of sped through the second half of this video, but I really needed to get it done. I'll be cutting down the length of my videos, but not to this level. I watched half of these matches live on stream, so if you want to watch me live, go check me out on Twitch or subscribe right here on YouTube. I will be live watching NA Challengers Playoffs the day I upload this video as well, so if you're interested, come check me out. Anyways, that's it from me.